Is biking a viable form of transportation in Albuquerque? Albuquerque is a great city to be a cyclist. Great year-round climate with plenty of sunshine and minimal precipitation promotes a healthy outdoor lifestyle. Over 400 miles, multi-use and on-street bike paths and trails. 1.6% of the Albuquerque populace already gets to work on a bicycle. The statistics show a grimmer story. Albuquerque has been named the #1 most dangerous city in the country for pedestrian and bicycle-related fatalities and accidents. What are we trying to achieve? Research the availability of bike paths and roads in Albuquerque area and determine where improvements can be made to make cycling here better. Why is this good? A population of many cyclists will offset the carbon footprint of our city and attract outsiders who are seeking a new place to live. Also builds a healthier population. The current situation is that Albuquerque has a very high rate of crashes, injuries, and fatalities involving bicycles. Out of a total of 625 crashes in the year of 2016, 4 were fatal, 26 victims were seriously injured, 178 victims had minor injuries. The remaining injuries were minor and had none reported. Pedestrian motor vehicle traffic death rates are much higher in Albuquerque compared to the rest of the country. In 2006, the number of pedestrian-related deaths in the U.S. was 1.2 out of 100,000, while in New Mexico, this same statistic was at its highest, around 4.4. There is room for improvement. To fix this deadly issue, we're going to need to attack from 2 angles. 1, Albuquerque has over 400 miles of roads and trails dedicated to cyclists, but those trails which are shared with motor vehicles need to be improved. How do we improve these shared roads? Barriers to better separate the bicycle lane from the vehicle lane, safer crossing areas for busy streets including flyover bridges, construction of new dedicated multi-use bike paths. This will relieve pressure from cyclists riding on roads which have no bike paths at all, like Wyoming Boulevard, for example. Albuquerque Police Department needs to have bigger presence in patrolling motor vehicle traffic because Albuquerque simply has bad drivers. Albuquerque drivers have been rated the 2nd worst in the U.S. in 2015 and 5th worst in the U.S. in 2018. A stronger police presence will help keep bad drivers in line and create a safer environment for the rest of the community. The project plan and costs. Installing plastic traffic barriers will protect cyclists from cars. The cost of plastic traffic barriers anywhere from $5 to $8. Hiring more police officers and boosting the police force will help pedestrians and cyclists by enforcing traffic laws for existing drivers. Constructing a new multi-use bike path would be a great way to protect cyclists from vehicles and encourage more people to ride their bike. These are small costs and will add value to our community if implemented. Cost for 120 miles of traffic barriers is roughly $500,000. The cost for adding 30 new police officers would be roughly $1,700,000 annually. 12 miles of additional bike paths would cost around $4 million. This brings the total budget to around $6,200,000. This budget is a small price to pay considering the benefit it will bring to the community and our citizens. Conclusion. Albuquerque is a great place to be a cyclist, but is also very unsafe. Valuable investments in infrastructure and police force will add tremendous value to the community while protecting pedestrians and cyclists and making Albuquerque a more desirable place to live.